All right, so good evening, everyone. My name is Catherine, and I will be guiding us through this level 3 vinyasa today. It's pretty much only considered level 3 in the sense that you have enough awareness about your body that I don't have to give modifications. There's things I will give maybe a couple of opportunities to do a little something different or add on if you want, but I'm not going to be giving modifications for everything. So the expectation is that you know what you need to do, one, to keep yourself safe, and two, how to modify something if it's just not working for you, or just do something different. So with that said, that is the level 3 tonight. We don't necessarily need props. There, at the very beginning, I will be using a block for some core activation. So if you have a block, grab the block. If you do not, you can even grab a pillow, just something to kind of squeeze in between your thighs. It's for a very short section, so don't feel like you have to have it if you don't. Other than that, we will start off kind of slower paced, and then we will end with a somewhat faster paced flow. So not super fast, but faster. And we're really gonna just kind of be playing. So I'm gonna be doing a whole bunch of different stuff, challenging our balance, throwing in some arm balances, and just kind of seeing what happens. And so I really want us to just kind of essentially go with the flow, see what happens, and just come at the practice tonight with a playful attitude. So I really do want it to be about play. A lot of what we've been talking about is de-stressing and, you know, going inward and all of that, and that is great, and I've been doing the same. But today I really want us to play and just see how that aspect changes things for us, just our outlook, and maybe even changes how we approach the practice tonight. And sometimes things will open up for us when it does. So with that said, we'll start actually in pigeon pose tonight. So I know pigeon pose is not typically something that you start with, but tonight we are. So I'm wearing my grandma sweater to help keep me warm. And I really want to start off pretty light in our pigeon pose. So don't try and force a deep pigeon. If the upright pigeon with the leg behind you is just a little too much, then feel free to come into the 90-90 or even go on to your back for a figure 4. But if you're in the upright position, try and keep your hips settled and then ease down. And if you can, we're going to bring our forehead right onto our thumbs. So the thumbs come right to the middle part of our forehead. And then we'll close the eyes and just start to release down. So I really want you to focus, yes, on deepening the breath, but seeing what you can just kind of let go. So let the shoulders relax, let the jaw relax. And try and let a little bit of that firmness of the thumbs really press into the third eye of the forehead. And we're not worried about fidgeting or making anything perfect or even our alignment. We're just allowing ourselves to be. And one more breath here. From here, start to lift the head off the thumbs and just come onto your forearms and pause a moment. Press the forearms down firmly into the mat, pressing the hand, all 5 fingers, really feel the forearms and the elbows press down, and then start to draw them back towards the leg and squeeze the shoulder blades slightly just to elongate the chest forward. So even lift the belly and pelvic floor slightly so you kind of lift off of the leg, and then really reach the heart forward. So feel the work happening in the rhomboid, so the space between the shoulder blades. And then the lats, so right under the shoulder blades and even wrapping around to the side rib cage. Now press down into the hands so much that we lift up, walk the hands in, and we'll roll onto the right hip and swing the left leg forward, coming into a twisted position. So the left foot can be in front of the knee or over the knee. And just a nice bear hug, so just an easy twist here. So as we pull it into the body, lift through the chest, slow rotation towards the left, tuck the chin slightly, and feel a little stretch on the right side neck. Keeping the body exactly as it is, just turn the head and look over the right shoulder. We'll do that a few more times. So inhale, look over the left. Exhale, look over the right. Inhale, look over the left. And exhale, look over the right. Inhale, just release, and release the bind, undo the legs, and we'll roll onto our back. As we do, bring the legs right over the hips, keeping the legs long. Start to press those toe mounds together, and either keep the hands right next to the hips or behind the head. We inhale and lift the torso up. Is the rib cage together, and pull the pelvic floor up into the low belly, and then draw the low belly into the floor. So you feel that low back really moving down. As you inhale, lengthen the legs down just as much as you can. Exhale forcefully as you bring it up. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5, inhale, exhale 6, inhale, exhale 7, inhale, exhale 8, inhale, exhale 9, inhale, exhale 10. Keeping the torso up if you can. Hip lifts, so keep those toe mounds pressing together. Lift the hips up and down. Inhale, up and down. Inhale, up and down. For 4 and down. 5 and down. 6, squeeze at the top and down. 7 and down. 8 and down. 9 and down. And 10 and down. Let the torso come down. Press those elbows into the floor and press the back of the head into the floor. Lift the chest and feel the low back lift just a little bit. As we exhale, press low and mid back into the floor. Press the upper back into the floor. Bring the elbows straight up and then lift the torso as one. Really squeeze the ribs towards the hips and hips towards the ribs. We'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep pressing the toe mounds together. Head comes down, in, elbows press into the floor, lift the chest. Mid back, upper back, elbows point up. Bring the torso up. We're going to twist to the right. Try and stay off the shoulder blades for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back to center. Inhale, bring it back to the floor, lift the chest. Exhale, low back, mid back, upper back, elbows up. Lift the torso up, twist to the right, and we'll hold for 5. Squeeze the toes together. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back and bring it down. Release the hands from behind the head, interlace the fingers, and come into a Kali Mudra, or like a little Charlie's Angels. We're gonna lift and twist to the left. So lift up, twist to the left, reach out, and we're just gonna lift and lower the right leg. So extend the right leg, bring it up. Extend, bring it up. Extend, bring it up. For 4, and up. 3, and up. 2, and up. And 1, up. Don't stop. Go right over to the right. Left leg lowers for 1, and lift. 2, 3, 8, 9, and 10. Come back to center. Release the head down. Bring the knees. Roll. And we're coming into pigeon on the other side. So left leg comes in, right leg extends. If you need to go into down dog to come into this position, do so, or any other of the positions. Bringing yourself down into your forearms, and once again, thumbs are there. Bring the forehead onto the thumbs. And back to those deep rhythmic breaths, just letting everything release. So everything we just brought up, we're stimulating the core, but we're letting the tension that it created release. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale. Slowly lift the head off the thumbs. Bring the forearms onto the floor. Press the hands and forearms evenly into the floor, and then draw them back towards the hips or towards the leg to start to ignite the back body. Lift the belly up off the leg, press the right foot and all 5 toes of that right foot into the floor, and then reach the chest forward just a little bit more. Gaze stays forward, neck stays neutral. Press into the hands, lift up, turn onto that left hip and swing that right leg around, coming into that twisted position again. Hand comes down and just bear hug. So a nice easy twist and twist to the right. Looking over that right shoulder. And then turn and look over the left shoulder. And then we'll move with the breath. Inhale over the right. Feel the stretch to the left side neck. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the right. And exhale to the left. Slowly bring the head back to neutral. Uncurl the legs. And we'll once again come onto our backs this time, grabbing a block if you have it or if you would choose to. Bringing the block in between the shins or the thighs. So either one. I prefer the thighs because then I feel like I can really squeeze as hard as I can. And that's what I really want you to do. But it can add a little extra oomph to actually have them in between the calves. So whatever you prefer. Again, torso on floor or lifted. Take a deep breath. So inhale and exhale. Inhale, use the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8.
Inhale, exhale 9. Inhale, exhale 10. Again, keeping the torso up if you can, hip lifts. Lift it up and down. So squeeze at the top, up and down, nice and controlled. For 3, and down. 4, and down, squeeze that block. 5, and down, make your inner thighs work. 6, and down. 7, and down. And 8, and down. Head comes down onto the floor, release the block, but now we're gonna cross right over left and either just cross at the knees or bind for eagle legs. Hands come behind the head and bring the knees back over the hips. From here, inhale, press the elbows down, lift through the chest, stretch through the front body. As we exhale, low back, mid back, upper back, elbows up, lift, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, elbows back, head back, lift the chest, stretch. As we exhale, low back, mid back, upper back, elbows up, lift, twist to the right for 1, 2, go a little higher, 3, 4, and 5. Back to center, inhale, down. Exhale, press the back into the floor, elbows up, lift, twist to the left for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back to center and down. We'll release the legs and cross left over right. Same thing, eagle legs if you can, or just cross at the knee. Squeeze those inner thighs together, so don't let that inner thigh activation go. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, press the back body into the floor. Lift the elbows. Crunch up as much as you can. Go a little higher for 5, 4. Don't pull on the neck. 3. The core is doing everything. 2. Lift the pelvic floor. 1. Inhale back. Keep squeezing those inner thighs. Make them quiver. Exhale, push the back into the floor. Elbows up. Lift up. Twist to the left for 5, 4. Lift 3, 2, 1. Back to center and inhale down. Lift the chest. Exhale, back body down. Lift the elbows. Lift up. Squeeze the inner thighs. Twist to the right for 5, 4, 3. A little more. 2, 1. And back to center. Inhale back. Release the legs. Bend at the knees. Keep them over the hips. Flex the feet. Let the knees drop open so we're like in a reclined frog position. From here, we're gonna lift the torso up and then back down. Lift them up and back down for 3 and down, 4 and down, 5 and down, 6, really flex those feet and down, 7 and down, 8, down, 9, now 10, hold the torso up, lift the hips for 1 and down, 2 and down, 3 and down, concentrate on the core, 4 and down, 5 and down, 6 and down, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release down, bring the knees together. Bring the knees into the chest. Take a nice big breath. And exhale. Slowly roll on up and come up on over onto hands and knees. Keeping the knees over the hips and hands slightly in front of the shoulders. From here, inhale, start to shift the chest in between the shoulders, reach the shoulders forward, hips up. Feel that nice long stretch through the front body. As we exhale, curl and bring the hips back over the knees. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, use the belly and curl. You should even feel like you have greater activation in your cat now that you've done some core. Inhale, forward. And exhale, curl. Come back to neutral, flip the toes under. Again, inhale, come forward. Exhale, curl the tailbone and bring it back onto the hips, but keep the gaze forward. Inhale, come forward. Reach the chest forward, the whole inhale. Exhale, curl and bring it back. Inhale, forward, bring it through. Exhale, and bring it back. This time, inhale, come forward. As we exhale, bend the elbows, chin and chest come down. Inhale, press back up. As we exhale, slowly, like you're trying to resist the hips coming back to the heels, keep the gaze forward. Now really round, tuck the tailbone, round and stretch the whole back body until you get right over your wrists. And then inhale, come back into your cow. Dip, chin and chest, push back up. And then resist going back. Resist, resist, resist. Feel the hands press down and forward. Round right away. Round everything, everything, everything till they get shoulders over wrists. And then inhale into your cow. Exhale, chin and chest. From here, uncurl the toes and slither onto your belly. Inhale, come into small little cobra. Press all 10 toes. Feel the fronts of the legs really ignite, so squeeze them. And feel the hands pressing down and back towards the hips so that you can even feel like the heart's pressing forward a little bit more. As we exhale, curl the toes and round back. Resist. And then inhale, round forward. This time, as we come into our cat, again, chin and chest. Inhale into your cobra, untuck. Small little cobra. Press all 10 toes. Feel the quads ignite. Press the hands down and then pull them back. See if you can maybe lift the chest a little bit higher. Feel the arms really start to ignite. You should start to feel the triceps and back body ignite. As we exhale, round back, look forward. One more time, round forward. Chin and chest. Inhale, pull forward. Pause in your cobra. Press the hands down. Pull the heart forward. Use the arms to feel it. Squeeze those elbows in. And exhale, tuck the toes and resist pulling back. This time, inhale as we round forward. When the shoulders come over the hips, lift the feet towards the hamstrings. Let the hips come down. And then slowly, the belly and the chest come down. Keep those heels really squeezing towards the butt. We want to keep the hamstrings turned on. Press the left knee down into the floor. Inhale, right leg lifts. Hold for 3, 2, upper back body still working. Squeeze the elbows together. 1, drop the right knee. Inhale, left knee up. Hold for 3, 2, 1, drop it. Now lift both. Hold for 3, 2, 1, drop them down. Extend the legs. Inhale, press up just a tiny bit higher, but don't lengthen the arms. Resist the desire to lengthen so that you can keep the arms ignited, both bicep and tricep. Squeeze the elbows in and pull the hands down and back towards the hips for 3, 2, 1, slowly come down. Right hand comes forward of the right shoulder. Squeeze the legs together, turn onto the right side, lift up and let the right shoulder hammock towards the ear. Keep the legs nice and long for a moment and just take a nice deep breath into the right rib cage. Now from here, we'll lift the left leg, flex the foot, squeeze heel to butt, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Then lift the right knee up. Use your left knee up. Can't lift the right. And bring the foot down as high as you can into your groin. So you're trying to get it up towards that pubic bone. From here, lift the left arm up. Now you may feel a little wobbly or shaky, so squeeze the right leg and press the right foot into the floor. Keep lifting the left knee and press left foot into the inner thigh and right thigh back into that left foot. Inhale, start to cactus that left arm and really squeeze it down. Inhale, press the right hand down and forward and lift up a little bit higher. Keep that left cactus arm really working. So you're feeling that left shoulder blade and rhomboid really turn on. Take another deep breath in. Maybe press the right hand down forward a little bit more. Press that left foot into the right thigh right back into the left foot. If you fall, you fall, but try it for just another breath. And then exhale. Release that left hand, bring it forward. Trying to keep this tree posture. Slowly roll onto the belly. Now don't let the thigh and the foot release. So you're pressing the thigh into the foot and foot right back into the thigh. From here, hands come next to the chest. Inhale, squeeze those elbows back and just lift the chest and see where you're at. Exhale, pause. Now, if you can, press the foot into the thigh into the foot, lift the right leg, keep pressing the hips into the floor, take a deep breath in, press the hands into the floor and pull them back. So your triceps should be turned on. You should be feeling a lot right now. Take another deep breath in, spread all 5 toes of that right leg, and exhale, bring it down. Release the left leg. Press up and again, tuck the toes, look forward, resist coming back. Inhale, round forward. As the shoulders come over the wrists, bring the feet with you. Squeeze them towards the bum. Drop the hips, drop the belly, drop the chest. Press the right knee into the floor, lift the left for 3, 2. Press both hips into the floor, 1. Left knee comes down, press and lift the right leg for 1, 2. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, 1. Bring the right foot down. Flex the feet this time, push the heels together if you can, lift both for 3. Press the hands down, 2, 1. Bring them down. Release the feet. Inhale, come up, but pause and hold. For 3, press the hands evenly into the floor. 2, squeeze them into the rib cage. Reach the chest forward even more. And 1, slowly come down. Left hand steps forward, squeeze the legs together, press into the right hand, and slowly turn onto the left side. Let that left shoulder hammock. Take a nice deep breath into the left rib cage. And release. From here, slight pushing of the bum back. So not a ton, but you're gonna push it back to create some space and allow for the activation of that left foot to happen so that you can stay nice and stable. So a little push of the bum back. Inhale, reach that right leg up. Now squeeze the heel towards the butt as hard as you can. From here, turn the knee up. Bring the knee as close to the shoulder as you can, and then keep the squeeze, and then just turn the toe mound down. Then use your right hand to maybe guide it up a little bit higher and bring the foot as high as into the groin as you can. Now really press that right foot into the left groin, squeeze the left inner thigh, and press the left foot into the floor. Now from here, inhale the right arm up. As we exhale, cactus, really squeeze that right side. Inhale, press into that left hand, press it down and forward so much that you lift up. Now, right elbow back, lift through the chest, feel everything working. Press the right foot into the thigh, thigh back into the foot, feel the left leg round, left hand round, squeeze that right, lift the chest a little bit more, really squeeze front body to back body. And then exhale, release, right hand comes down, turn onto the belly, keep the feet connected in that tree posture if you can. Again, drawing the hands back, inhale, lift and press down, open the chest. On the next inhale, see if maybe you can start to lift or press the foot into the thigh so much you can lift that left leg. Spread all 5 toes of that left leg. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, slowly come down. Release the right leg and slowly push yourself back. Tuck the toes. Inhale, round forward. As we exhale, squeeze heels to butt. and bring the hips down.
See if we can stay lifted this time. Little bend in the elbows. Squeeze those legs in and reach the chest forward. For 3, squeeze even more. 2, and 1. Slowly release the legs. Once again, bend the knees and squeeze in. Interlace the fingers. If you can, start to reach back and come into a little bit of a locust with the chest. And then squeeze a little bit more, go a little bit higher. Lift the knees and hold for 3. A little bit more, 2. Keep reaching back. 1. And slowly come down. Release the legs and turn onto the right side. Right hand comes in front of the left shoulder. Lengthen and hammock. Push the bum back a little bit. Press the right foot into the floor. Lift the left leg. Squeeze heel to butt. Inhale, turn that knee skyward and then squeeze it into the chest as much as you can. Keep squeezing that heel into the butt and push the toe mound down. Now try without using your hands to bring the toe mound onto the inner thigh and then slowly drop that heel. So you can leave it there, or if it's way far down, you can guide it a little higher up. From here, once again, press the right hand down and forward. Lift that left arm. Exhale, press the right hand down and forward. And that you squeeze that left elbow down. Again, corset the belly in, squeeze front body to back body, turn and lift through the chest. Keep squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. Keep lifting, lifting, lifting. And then breathe. And exhale, slowly come down. Keeping the legs as they are, turn and bring the hips down. Interlace the fingers behind you, press the foot into the thigh, thigh into the foot. As we inhale, lift the chest, lift the leg. Maybe that left leg can lift. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm trying. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come down. Release the left leg. Oops, sorry, don't release the leg. That was me. If you did, try and wiggle it back in there. Now from here, tuck the right toes. We're gonna try and lift up into a down dog with tree legs. So press down so much, squeeze those elbows into the midline. Press down so much that we rise up and push back. Down dog. Take a deep breath in here. See how it feels. So we're not really attempting to do anything crazy or specific. We're just trying to see how this posture feels. Take one more deep breath in. And then release the left leg. Bring it up behind you. As we exhale, come up onto the right toes. Squeeze the knee into the chest. Round, round, round. And step that left foot forward. Drop the right knee. Magnetize right knee and left heel towards each other, and then really squeeze left sit bone towards left calf to turn on the hamstring again. Keep the right toes tucked. Reach the hands forward onto the fingertips. Now suck the belly in, round that upper back. Inhale, pull away from the mat, and then as we exhale, settle, Anjaneyasana. Take a nice deep breath in, just reach the arms in opposition. As we exhale, cactus the arms, squeeze them down. Now scoop the heart with those shoulder blades, lift up, take another deep breath in, feel the foot ground and the right knee ground. And then as we exhale, bring the hands forward and shift the hips back. Inhale, left leg goes up, but keep the left knee bent. Lengthen through the spine, suck the belly in. As we exhale, push the sit bones back and fold in. Inhale, slowly begin to make our way forward, bending the left knee. And press into the right toes to lift the right knee. Feel as though the hips are just guiding you up, right up to the ceiling as we lengthen both legs. Again, suck the belly in, lengthen the arms. And as we exhale, lengthen the chest forward, look forward, squeeze the shoulders back. Inhale and exhale, fold in.
You can remain on those right toes or maybe let the right heel drop just a little. Inhale, start to come up onto the right toes, bend into the right knee, plant the hands and lift up and back, down dog. Inhale, roll forward into a high plank. Slowly lower the knees at the same time for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look forward, bring the hips back towards the heels. As we inhale, round forward. When shoulders come over the wrists, and slowly bring the hips back down. Keep the chest lifted. Come into this cobra with the knees bent. Take a deep breath in. See if you can stay. And exhale. Slowly come down. Release the legs. Left hand comes forward. Right hand goes back. Turn up to the left side. And hammock. Push the bum back a little bit. Inhale, right leg lifts. Flex and squeeze, heel towards the bum. Inhale, turn the knee skyward and squeeze the knee closer to that right shoulder. Turn the toe mound down and then keep squeezing in until it comes wherever it does without the use of the hand, and then drop the heel. From there, you can remain where it is, or you can use your hand to hike it a little higher. Inhale, left arm lifts, reach forward. Now, as we press the left hand down and forward and lift off the shoulder, we're gonna cactus that left or the right elbow. So inhale, squeeze the elbow down as we lift away from that left shoulder. Keep squeezing down. Now corset the belly in. Start to lift through the chest and squeeze the right shoulder or right elbow down even more. Keep lifting, lifting, lifting. Keep pressing left hand down and forward. Keep reaching through the left toes. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, slowly come down. Coming onto the belly, trying to keep thigh and foot connected if you can. Inhale, interlace the fingers behind you. As you exhale, lift, and then everything comes up as high as you can. And exhale, hands come down, feet come down, tuck the left toes under, press the hands into the floor next to the rib cage. Now we're gonna lift up, keep pressing foot into thigh, exhale, press back into down dog with the foot and thigh connected. Taking a couple of breaths, just seeing what you feel and what happens with the body and not staying connected if it doesn't. Slowly release the knee into the chest. Inhale, right leg goes up. As we exhale, squeeze right knee into chest and step it forward. Drop the left knee. Keep the left toes tucked, reach the arms forward and pop up onto the fingertips. Suck the belly in, round through the upper back. Now pull away from the mat as we come up. And then once up, stretch up and exhale, cactus the arms. Scoop the heart with the shoulder blades. Inhale, go skyward with the heart as much as you can. And exhale, reach the hands forward. Bring the toes up, take a deep breath in, lengthen through the spine, but keep the right knee slightly bent. As we exhale, fold in. Slowly come forward, plant the right foot, lift the left knee. Take a deep breath in, keep the hips going skyward as we exhale and lengthen both legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And then as we exhale, fold in, keep the hips going up and back. Option is to stay up on the toes or slowly drop the heel towards the mat. Inhale, slowly come forward enough to plant the hands, lift through the leg,
and step back, down dog. Inhale, roll forward into a high plank. Exhale, push back into a down dog. Inhale, roll forward. And exhale, push back. Inhale, roll forward. And exhale, push back. Inhale, right leg goes up. As we exhale, step forward. Look forward and step the left foot forward. Inhale, lengthen. As we exhale, fold in. Let everything just hang here for a minute. You can let the hands dangle or keep up on those fingertips. Whatever feels good here. If you want to sway, but keep the breath deep and even and let yourself kind of just feel whatever you feel. From here, inhale, lengthen the spine. As we exhale, suck the belly in, press into the left foot so much the right foot rises. So the right femur head sucks into that hip socket. As we exhale, lengthen the leg behind you. As you do, lengthen the chest and crown of head forward. Squeeze every muscle to bone of that right leg. As we exhale, slowly step the right foot back for 3, 2, 1. Drop the knee. Again, suck the belly in, round the upper back. Really magnetize foot to knee and knee to foot. Slowly lift up. Feel that left hamstring come all the way up. As we exhale, cactus the arms. Cradle the heart. Bring it up. Exhale, hands reach forward as we come into half Hanuman. Keep them reaching forward if you can. Slowly swing the arms back. Inhale, start to bring that left foot down, reach it forward. Inhale, come all the way up into a high crescent or high lunge. Take a deep breath in. As we exhale, hands come down. Press down so much that you lift the hips up again. Swing the left through up, left leg up, and then drop onto those forearms. So option is to stay in one-legged down dog. Or if you want to practice pincha, maybe just see if you can shift the shoulders over the elbows and see what happens. Or maybe you can kind of go for a little, not necessarily hops, not like you're jumping, you're just pushing off the right toes. So squeeze the right quad, squeeze it into the belly, press into the hands and the forearms, and then see what happens. Maybe you fall like I do. It's not always a perfect practice, but that's what's fun about it. Play. So we're here for 5 breaths. So let yourself just play with whatever happens. And then we'll bring ourselves back down into dolphin. Both feet. Press into the forearms and hands so much that we actually pop forward into chaturanga. So come into chaturanga, press up into a high plank. And then we're gonna love these. We're gonna slowly lower for 3, 2, 1. Lift up for 3, 2, 1. And down for 3, 2, 1. Press up for 3. Squeeze the legs. 2 and 1. Press back into down dog. As we do, lift up onto the toes. Pivot the heels to the right. Drop the right foot and come up onto those left toes. Inhale, lift that left arm, and once again, cactus. Now keeping the knees bent, as we inhale, lift the left leg, squeeze it to the glute. Keep the right knee bent for a moment. Inhale, lift the left knee high and lengthen the right leg. Now maybe stay here, or once again, squeeze heel to butt, push through the toe mounds, bring it onto the
inner thigh, and drop the foot into tree. Stay here, or bring the hand behind the head and push back. Slowly try and rotate chest and hips up. So press that right hand down and forward. Press into the fingertip and finger mound of that right hand. Press the right foot down. Squeeze the foot into thigh, thigh into foot. If you fall, you fall. And then slowly lift the left leg, and we'll step forward for 3, 2, and 1. Woo, that was good. From here, inhale, come back up into your high lunge. As we exhale, hands come to heart center, shift forward for 3. Warrior 3, 2, 1. See if you can keep the leg going high, coming into standing split without bringing the hands to the floor for 3, 2, 1. Hold as much as you can for 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the knee into the chest. Keep a crouch position. Shoot the leg into pistol and lower for 3, 2, 1. Bring the hips down. Lift into boat for 3, 2, 1. Bring the torso down. Coming into shoulder stand. Swing the hips over the head and tuck the shoulders under. Hands come to the back. Keep lifting the spine and lift the hips as high as you can towards the ceiling. And then either one leg at a time or both. Lift up for 3. Toe mounds come together. 2 and 1. And we'll hold for 3. Slowly lower the legs. Keep squeezing the toe mounds together. Back into plow. Release the hands from the back. Slowly bring the torso down, and we'll rise right back into boat for 3, 2, 1. I can't remember which leg, so I think it was this one. Right foot down. Lift back up and come into warrior 3 again. Hold. And then bring the hands down, bend the knee in, and release the foot to the floor. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, fold. Let everything go. Maybe make some noises with the hand, or maybe with the hands. Where is my brain today? With the mouth. Anything you want to do, just loosen the jaw and let the head release. From here, inhale, bend the knees, come into chair. So you have the option in chair of staying in chair or coming into an arm balance like Bakasana or side crow or pretty much handstand, any arm balance. We're here for about 10 breaths. So use this time to play. And whatever it is, maybe you try a couple of different things and maybe you fall and face plant. But again, we're just seeing what happens. So keep squeezing into the line no matter what you do, whether you're in chair, whether you're in arm balance. And slowly fold again. This time, inhale, lengthen the arms, lengthen the legs. Press so much into the right foot, the left leg lifts. Slowly lengthen it behind you. Squeeze every muscle to bone and lengthen chest and crown of head forward. As we exhale, toes come to the back of the mat for 3, 2, 1. Slowly drop the knees. Magnetize heel to foot, foot to heel. Round the belly. Slowly bring it up for 3, 2, 1. Reach it up as high as you can, and then cactus the arms. Cradle the heart. Lift it up. Reach it back.
And then exhale as we reach forward. Shift the hips back. Try not to bring your hands to the floor if you can. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Slowly reach the arms back. Inhale, slowly come forward. Press into the left foot so much. Squeeze right glute to calf and lift up into your crescent. Take a deep breath in your crescent. As we exhale, slowly bring your hands down. Once again, you're going to press down into your feet so much. Right foot lifts. Come into three-legged down dog, and then drop the forearms into your three-legged dolphin. Again, option is to stay here and just kind of play. Maybe you do a couple of hops. Maybe you don't. You just kind of shift forward and back. And then slowly come down. Once again, drop the right foot. Shift forward into that chaturanga, and then press up. One more time, just 2 times. Coming down into chaturanga for 3, 2, 1. Press up for 3, 2, 1. Down for 3, 2, 1. Press up for 3, 2, 1. Press back to down dog. Woo-hoo. I love it. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, left leg up. As we exhale, squeeze left knee into your chest. And slowly step forward. Pause. Inhale, come all the way up. As we exhale, hands come to heart center. Slowly come forward and lift through that right leg. Warrior 3. Slowly start to pivot down. See how high you can bring the leg. Hold for 3, 2, 1. The knee in, crouch, 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 and then send it forward. So kick it forward, pistol, come down for 3, 2, 1. Come into boat, hold for 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back down onto the torso, lift and come into that shoulder stand. So again, wiggle the arms under so that we're right on the shoulders, not the neck. Lift up. Squeeze the toe mounds together, push the hips forward, belly in. Slowly bring the legs back over and roll back into your boat. So lift, and we'll hold for 3, 2, 1. Left leg comes down, pistol up, swing it back, and back into your warrior 3. Now, instead of going to where we started, I did forget a little something. So we're going to slowly bring those right toes back. Hands come onto the floor, lift and step back. This time, staying up on those toes. Pivot the heels towards the left. Drop the left heel and keep the right heel lifted. Inhale, lift the right arm, and squeeze it in cactus. Keep pushing the left hand down and forward. Keep the left knee bent. Now from here, lift the right leg, squeeze heel to butt, turn the knee skyward, and then lengthen through that left leg. From here, toe mound comes to inner thigh, squeeze it in, squeeze it in, squeeze it in, and then drop it to that inner thigh or wherever you can.
From here, try and pivot. So maybe the hand comes behind the head, pivot chest and hips towards the ceiling. Keep pushing the hips up, up, up. Go for one more breath. Oh, that feels good. And exhale, slowly step forward. And now we'll come back to that forward fold. Inhale, come back to your chair. This time, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. A vinyasa to get us to down dog. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up. And exhale, back. All right, last little flow here. So again, let's just play around with it and see what happens. If your body's tired and you just can't do something, then don't worry about it. Like, try it and you're like, plop on the ground. There we go. We're playing. We're just having fun with it. So inhale, right leg goes up, stack right hip over left. As we exhale, wild thing. So drop the right toes. Inhale, lift the hips, turn and pivot hips and chest towards the front or the ceiling. As we exhale, lift the right leg. See if you can keep it straight. Come up onto the left toes. Swing it through and come into fallen triangle. Inhale and exhale. Now, bend the knee. Once again, come onto side plank on the left. See if we can just come into a tree posture. Whatever happens, happens. And then exhale, slowly step forward. Once that hand is planted, inhale, come into half moon on the right. So right hand comes down, maybe it floats. Lift, left arm, left leg, and open. As we exhale, Shiva squat. So left knee comes behind right and squat down, reach the left hand forward, right hand back. From here, step the left foot back. Inhale, exalted warrior, right hand to the back of the left thigh and just reach the left arm back. As we exhale, coming into Skandasana on the left. As we exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior, go for a half bind, reach the left hand behind the back. As we exhale, Skandasana with that half bind. Inhale, slowly come forward. And we're going to come into warrior three with that half bind. From here, slowly release, left hand down, right arm goes up, twisted half moon, or revolved half moon. Inhale, swing that left leg forward and up, reach it back, dancing Shiva. Hold, and exhale, windmill it down. Left leg goes up, maybe go for a handstand hop, or if handstand's in your practice, maybe you hold. And then vinyasa. All right, left leg goes up. Stack left hip over right. Slowly come into wild thing. Inhale, pivot, open everything up. Take a deep breath, just make it feel good. As we exhale, lift that left leg. Make it straight if you can. Come up onto the right toes. As you drop the left hand, swing it through and come into floating triangle. Now bend the knee, drop the right hand, and pivot onto the side of the right foot. Drop the left foot into the instep of the right thigh and come into your side plank triangle. Triangle tree. See, my brain's not there today. As we exhale, lift the left knee and step it forward. Once here, pause for just a second, and then reach the left hand down, right arm and right leg up, open up half moon. Now, if you can, maybe it hovers.
As we exhale, right knee comes behind left. Reach the right arm forward, left arm back. Step, right foot back, lift the right arm, left hand comes to the back of the right thigh. As we exhale, slowly turn and come into Skandasana. From Skandasana, come right into Warrior Two. Reverse, right hand comes behind the back as the left arm goes up and back. As we exhale, right back into that Skandasana with the bind. Inhale, come forward, reach that left arm forward and come into Warrior Three with a half bind. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, right hand releases down, left arm goes up, revolved half moon. As we exhale, swing the right leg through, windmill the arms, come into Dancing Shiva. As we exhale, windmill back down, hands come down. And then once again, maybe handstand hops. And then Vinyasa. And from here, drop the knees, push the sit bones onto the hips, either child's pose or seated meditation. Deep breath in and exhale. I am definitely warm now. I'm just letting all of that course through my body. Whether I actually get into a posture or not, for this type of focus, honestly, I've learned to just care less and kind of have fun with it. If I fall, I fall. You know, hopefully I don't hurt myself. But just learning to have fun again. Like when you're a kid, you remember playing and you had fun running around, falling, doing all these things. And just to get back to that sense of play again is so healthy. We're so serious all the time and we have so much on us, so much responsibility. Like letting yourself purely enjoy something that has nothing to do with anything or anyone, it's just you playing by yourself. Good. Slowly come forward and then come onto your bum. Reach the legs forward. Take a deep breath in. Press the heels down and pull them back towards your bum so the knees come up off the floor and fold in. Let the body round. You're keeping the legs active so the heels are pressing down and pulling them back towards your bum, but the knees lift so it gives you a little shelf. Now for these last few breaths, if you want to lengthen completely, you can squeeze the quads and lengthen the whole back body. Slowly roll up. Come into a simple cross-legged for a moment. Let the right ear drop to the right shoulder. And just do some nice big neck rolls forward. And then nice big shoulder shrugs. Back and forward. Squeeze them to the ears. And let them go. Bring the hands behind the head. Just lift the head, press them back, open those elbows, and as we exhale, curl in as much as you can. Inhale, come up. Release the hands and roll onto your back. Either bring both knees into the chest to prepare for a reclined twist or just the right knee if you prefer a one-legged reclined twist. Send the right arm out to the right and pull that right knee over the body towards the left if it's the one-legged. Otherwise, both knees drop to the left and both arms reach out. I want you to take the biggest breath you possibly can. Open the mouth and sigh it out. Inhale. Open the mouth. One more time. And exhale. Come back to center. And then if both knees are in, just both knees over to the right, or extend the right leg, bring the left knee in and guide the left leg over. And again, huge breath in, the biggest breath you can get. Open the mouth and forcibly send it out. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Come back to center. Bring the knees in and send the legs out. Release into Savasana. If you have a pillow, maybe put a pillow under your spine. If you've got a blanket, maybe put the blanket over you and literally let yourself melt. Maybe with a smile on your face, staying for your Savasana. Thank you so much for playing with me tonight, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. If you have anything you would like to see, please let me know. Other than that, have a wonderful evening, wonderful weekend. If I don't see you again, I'll be back tomorrow morning, 9:30 for Payo, and another 12 o'clock class for Vinyasa. Thank you so much. In good health.